Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Ombra and today I will show you how to do your Gear Raid 1 Stage 18 for the first time. Gear Raid 1 is really important for your hero. Here you can drop all the set for your weapon and your chest, so it's fundamental be strong on this ride. On stage 18 you will start drop only mythic items, so it's really a big improvement to 17 where you drop also legendary, and you will also start drop the key for the dungeon that are fundamental and also the crystal for save your gold when you upgrade your item. So stage 18 is crucial, it's really crucial to unlock as soon as possible. And if you are a new player, you can do this absolutely with epic heroes. You don't need the crazy legendary heroes, you need just to know how to build your team and what hero you need to bring on the field. So first I deactivate the power of dominance for a more real scenario, and then I will show you the team that you should use for your fight. First and most important things is that you don't need a lot of DPS for this stage, you need a couple of DPS, really good gear, and in particular you need to pick the right DPS. Of course there's a lot of champion that deals DPS, but for this stage you want mage and you want AoE mage. So if we talk about epic, the first two that I'm looking for are Eona and Greed, two common DPS that everyone know and you should have on your account. If you have the Lord for them it's even better, because you will increase the damage of them, that is really important. 10%, 15% more stat on them are crucial at low level. And then you want to boost these two, you want Dolores for increase the damage of that with the inspiration. You want Autumn for increase the crit chance if you are low on equipment, and the crit damage of course is really important. Then you want Hollow, that is an healer of course, but is not here for that, is here for the rage regen. That is really cool on the mage that with the ultimate deals an insane damage. Of course if you want to bring more DPS with also utility you can build Maul, that is really cool. And of course you can bring Mary with the freeze, with the slow, you will gain a lot of time for your mage for deal DPS. So talking about the gear, what you really want on your DPS at this stage is attack. The fundamental statistic that you want is attack, because the attack is the base stat that you will multiply for all the multiplicator that you will have. So if you have this number over here very low, you don't gonna do damage. That is the base of the game. You need to understand that the base attack is the fundamental point that you need to achieve for this damage. Of course there's mod where you need more attack, there's mod where you don't need all this attack, but the base of the game is if you have more attack you deal more damage. Then you want to be closer as possible to 100% of crit rate. You don't need to be full because you will use Eutun that increase the crit chance. And then you want crit damage and attack speed as secondary stat. If you can't have it, it's not important. As soon as you have your attack really high and you have your crit chance cap, you will do damage, you will achieve this stage. You don't need crazy gear for this stage. So these are the gear on my Grid, this is my gear on my Eona, and that's it. You don't need more gear. The other hero are just support and you don't need any kind of gear. Of course you want as more attack as possible on your Dolores also for increase the damage of your hero with inspiration, but it's not fundamental. Right here the only important things is your Eona have attack and your Grid have attack, and if you have it you will win this stage. Let me start this game and I will show you how to deploy your heroes. So first and most important, you will place your Eona over here. You can do the same on the top, but I prefer the bottom side. Then you want to place your Grid close to Eona for take the buff together of Dolores, because the next hero that you will place is Dolores over here. When you have 5 of cost, of course you deploy Dolores, and then you want to place your Autumn over here. Your Autumn have to be tank, because he will receive the damage of the crossbow and he will not survive if he's not tank. You don't care about other statistic than survivability on them, because the buff is flat, is not influenced from the attack. After that you want just to place your Hollow over here. You're just here for heal and rage regen. So overall this formation is already enough for complete this stage, but I will show you also the other positioning. You can place your shark here for this a bit of damage and also froze the enemy. You can place place your Mary on the top, far from the wall. I know if you place closer it's better, but right here you don't receive any damage. You can see I have already enough damage for one-shot them without ult, but the process is just when you see the big wave, you will ult together. Don't spam ult, just don't spam automatic ult, but use the ultimate when all the wave is under the wall, so you will benefit of the buff of the 2 support and the combination of Fiona damage. Right now I don't need it, so basically all the wave will run through this and I will pop all my ulti. Look at the damage that I will do, look at the life of the boss. In a couple of seconds he will die. Of course my gear is far superior than a new player, but it's nothing insane guys, for real, it's nothing a crazy gear. You will for sure take more time than me for kill this unit if you are a new player, but that's the way for do it. So basically you keep buffing your team over here, you deal the maximum damage possible and you will win the stage. That's it, the last crossbow go away and we have win the stage. Pretty easy. After that you will unlock the possibility to auto fight the stage, that is crazy good for the farm that I already mentioned. I suggest you always to do a second time the stage with the power of dominance for a better time that will improve the time that you need for the auto fight. You will gain a lot of time with a better performance, and with the power of dominance you have 30% more stats, so it's far superior the damage that you can bring with that. And that's it for the video of today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, just smash like on it and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. In my project I want to bring all the stage of all the gear with just a purple hero and also the legendary hero for the very high stage. I'm not a spender, so I will use only the things that I have. As I said in the previous video, I restart play like 1 month ago. My account is 99% free to play, so it's something that everyone can achieve with just time, a little of dedication and a little of brain. If you want to see any content on my channel, just let me know in the comment. For any question I'm always reply to every comment. Thank you again for following me and see you in the next one. Woo!